Hey guys, welcome back to how to build the scaled parkjet F-15. Before we start the building today, I want to answer some questions that some guys have posted over there at the comment, because for some reason I'm not available to respond over there on the comment bar. So okay, one of the questions is if I design my own airplanes. And yes, I do design my own airplanes. I design 90% of my airplanes. Like for every 10 aircraft that I have designed 9 of them. Another question was how I do it, if I do it. Basically all I do is print a piece of paper and scale the paper up to the size that I want my airplane to be. Like if you see this little thing that I'm still working on at the moment, I just print a sheet of paper and scale this paper up, up into the size that I want my airplane to be. I'm still working on it. We got the video pretty soon. Also, one of my masterpiece too will be this guy right here. This guy is called the Su-42. This airplane right here, I don't believe exists on the real world. Some of you maybe recognize this aircraft right here, and the only people who will know about this airplane right here will be those guys that have played this game before. You see, this is a video game for Xbox, as you can see it here, and this is my favorite aircraft on that video game, so I decided to make it. So this one was basically the hardest one I have built to scale, because I have to like get a picture of the airplane and get it still on the whenever you have to choose your aircraft on the screen, they show it to you like this. So basically what I did, I just paused the video there and I just went and measured everything on the screen of the TV, measured everything, and I got it drawn in a small piece of paper. I don't know where I have it. And then I went from that piece of paper, like let's say it's this one. I went from the piece of paper and scale from that piece of paper, scale everything up to this size. And this is the result right here. It's a very nice aircraft. I had it flying with a microjet engine, but I think it was too small for this size. So I got the engine off, and I'm gonna put a super mega jet on it and see how well it does. It's flying with a full flying tail and ailerons. My CG is all the way up here. So I have the ailerons and the elevator mix. Each elevator is on its own servo. You see they are not on the same servo. In that way I have the aileron mix with the elevator too. Same as the elevator mix. Everything is mixed. Later on I'm going to cut these canards and put servos in it too. Anyway, if anybody out there wants more details about how I scale those pieces of papers into a RC airplane, just leave a comment there on the bar, down there on the bar, and I'll make a video, especially to make one of those airplanes like that. Another question was if I design this F-15, this guy that we are working on at the moment. I did not design this guy. You can get the blueprints, the PDF files for these airplanes on parkjet.com. You can get the free PDF files for this airplane right here. And the reason why I did not design this guy was very simple, because I knew if somebody out there like what I'm doing, and they would probably going to want the PDF to build their own, and I do not have a program to do that, so I will not be available to give you the blueprints for it. But by me, going and get the free blueprints from parkjets.com, that way you can go over there too and get your free plans from there and just follow my videos to do all the detailed work in it. That will be, it will be easier for you and for me. If I won't be trying to get trying to find a way to build a PDF file for this thing, because I don't have the program for it. But anyhow, if you like it, if you like what I'm doing so far, you can go over there, parkjets.com, and get the free F-15 PDF file from them, and then just follow my videos. I hope this answered some of your questions, and now let's keep working on this guy. Okay, what we're going to do now is going to be the the intakes. As you see here, right now what we have is a hole right there. Whenever you plan your blueprints, you're gonna have a piece that's gonna show you basically, there's gonna be closing up the whole thing like just like this, you know, all the way against the wall, and there's gonna be a piece of the same size of this right here that you're gonna glue on the inside over there against this, and then this one on the top of both of them. But now, if we look at the real F-15, you're gonna see that the intakes are actually far from the fuselage of the jet. So, and that's what we want to do, because we're trying to get this guy a scale. So instead of grabbing our pieces like this and gluing this one in here to the inside and then glue this one up here, you know, what we're going to do, we're going to cut a piece of block and we're going to glue it on this part right here. So whenever we glue this in here, it's going to be far from the fuselage, as you see right there. And also, I was paying attention to the real F-15 too, and they have a little fall in the you know, on the front of the intake, and the PDF that I got, it doesn't really have it that deep. So what I did, as you see here, this is the normal as it's gonna be on the PDF file. But what I did, you see, I mark it a little bit more deeper, and I already did the other side. I just left this piece right here to show you. So just make it deeper from the same corner that it was starting already, from the same place. Just gonna make it deeper, mark it and cut it. That way we have a little bit of more profound fall on the front of it. Do the same thing with all 4 pieces. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this, glue it here, and then glue it into the fuselage. There you go. And you see now what we have is a little bit more of a nice scale look on it too. And I already did this side. I just put a piece of tin there. There you go. You see it right there? We have a more scale look on it now. Okay, what we're gonna do now, we have this right here. Where our battery is gonna be in here, but also these nose have to be sent up very nice and round. So we are gonna get this piece out of it, and we go back to these pieces that we already cut on the video number 1. They are 3/4 of an inch, and we're gonna cut and glue against each wall 3 of these ones on each wall, on each side of this thing, 3 of these ones. We're gonna peel the plastic off 2 of it, because we're gonna be sanding on this right here. There's gonna be 2 of them, and then the floor for the battery. So let's do that now. Okay guys, now that we have that, you see we have 2 of these pieces in here, glue one on the top of the other one, and then I just cut a piece of foam and glue it in there for the floor. And now we have this piece that is gonna be here. You see I already put it together. It's basically 1 piece for the top and 1 for each side, and we're gonna put it here. But before we put it here, as you see, I already add 1 block here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add 1 more block to this side. You can either do it, you know, like this, or put it flat over here. That is the way I'm gonna be doing it. And after we do this, we're going to sand this thing round before we glue it there. So in that way it won't be hard to sand it after it's on place. Okay guys, that's it. As you can see, we have that block right there now. Then what we're gonna do is going to be, you just mark like here, a line there, and a line here. Just kind of guessing a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. And then the same thing on this other side. And after we send this thing, we're gonna glue it here. But this is all we're gonna be doing today. On the next video, we're gonna start doing all the sanding work. We're gonna add this piece and sand this nose and the cockpit, and we're gonna be adding the rest of the pieces to get it done. Okay guys, thank you for watching. See you later.